I've got a situation with a ministry that I've worked off and on, I guess it was 10 years ago now. And one of the things I'm struggling with is they're misstating, not intentionally or not with the intent to deceive. They're misstating a couple of things on their financial statements. And the problem with that, as I tell them and I tell everybody, and this is what's happened to our government right now and everybody that pays attention to government numbers, is when you look at something, this is what happened to Enron, this is what happened to WorldCom, these big companies that collapsed, because they did the same thing. They cooked the books. Now, in their case, it was intentional. Their books were cooked, but eventually they start believing it. They see these numbers every quarter, statement after statement, and they start believing that is the case. And that's not the bad part. The bad part is they start making decisions based on numbers that aren't real, and that's when they fall. That's what we've got going on right now. We've got the Federal Reserve that actually believes that the unemployment rate is 5.1%. They believe it. They believe that's the unemployment rate. We've got the government believes we're at a 5.1% unemployment rate. You've got people on Wall Street, investors and such, believing that we're at a 5.1% unemployment rate. We have central banks around the world believe that the United States is in total recovery mode because we have a 5.1% unemployment rate. They always leave off the point that we have as many people working today as we did in 1977. 1977. That's the unemployment rate that we should be looking at. And they actually believe that this is a good thing for the economy. Well, it's a good thing for the economy if we're okay leaving the next generation a 1977 economy, because that's what we have. If unemployment rate were at 5.1%, do you think Hewlett-Packard would be thinking about laying off 25,000, 30,000 people in order to try to cut some cost? I doubt it, because at a 5.1% unemployment rate, they'd be thriving. Do you think that FedEx would be seeing, based on the numbers that they've printed today and based on their projections, would have projections like that if we had a 5.1% unemployment rate? No, we would have a thriving economy because we would have a lot of money in the economy because of the wages that so many people were producing. Look, so it's all smoke and mirrors. The problem is, Jason, that we all believe it. They're believing in it. They're basing their analytical work on bad information. They're taking a certain set of statistical data and they're drawing conclusions. The problem is the underlying statistical data is inaccurate.